morning friend. Today I am going to discuss about the TypeScript and its difference with JavaScript. JavaScript we are familiar with it, but TypeScript is coming into picture after AngularJS. And not AngularJS. AngularJS has been built with JavaScript, but Angular 2, Angular 4 version onwards, TypeScript has been used. TypeScript is its JavaScript addition feature has been included. TypeScript supporting that object-oriented features like Java, and also like different advanced technology has been included in the UI. Let me check how it is different with the JavaScript. And we have heard the term about the full stack developer, min stack developer. Now, what is this? Now, so far we are stick to like UI developer and that is front end developer or the back end developer. Back end developer, like who is familiar with code Java, Spring, Stars, and front end developer is with the UI kind of features, JavaScript, any UI facility. Now, for full stack developer, uh, like backend developer who knows everything, like startup company wants full stack developer. So the thing is that you know from top to bottom everything, every business knowledge. So using stack you can build entire thing. Mean now, thing is that what do you mean by mean? Me, M for MongoDB database, E for Express.js, A for AngularJS, N for Node.js. So backend as well as frontend, you know, then you can completely build a single product by yourself, and it's an advantage for the company also. Now let us see what is difference between AngularJS and Angular 2. There is different version for Angular. Now stick to the two things. One is AngularJS and one is Angular 2, Angular 4 onwards. So Angular 2 or 4 onwards, 4, 6, 8 onwards, it's built with the TypeScript. AngularJS has been built with JavaScript. And let's see how the history of the Angular 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, then 4. Now question is that where is 3? You can think it as a 2.4. There is a no major upgrade. It's from Angular 2 onwards, everything is TypeScript. And if you want to remember that what is feature present in different version of Angular, that 2.3, 2.30 and 3.30, that core compiler, you can remember. So let's don't go into the details of the TypeScript fundamental. Now we know about the JavaScript, and the TypeScript is the additional features. You can think that something like Java, suppose if I have write code in a Eclipse and you will get any uh, compile time throw, you can catch it before running the code. It will save your time. And also Java basic features and the Java 8 features like lambda expression, it's also there is the arrow annotation. So strong typing, compile time error, it's an advanced feature for the TypeScript. Now let's see what is the difference between TypeScript versus JavaScript, just to give that example. And we are familiar with the word like where, that keyword. In the Java we write int string something. Here we JavaScript we write where, but in TypeScript you can write let. Now the question is, what is the advantage? If you write any variable inside the for loop, then the scope of the variable should be inside the for loop. But JavaScript will allow, it will check that nearest function, nearest loop, and it will give you output. It will have no issue. But in the TypeScript, if you write variable, say here I have used let, write variable outside the for loop, you will get compilation error. But the funny thing is that it will not prevent you to go ahead, but it will show you at the compile time error. When you are convert TypeScript into JavaScript, it will converting to JavaScript, it will not have any issue, but compile time it will give you kind of warning. And this is the different history of JavaScript ES5, ES6, 2015, ES 2016 and ES 2017 onwards. It support let as a keyword. Now let's see how we can run the TypeScript code. Suppose you have written TypeScript code and you have to run this command for TypeScript npm install -g TypeScript, and you need to convert this TypeScript to JavaScript. So tsc, say I have write type example exam1.ts, I have to write tsc uh, type exam1.ts, then it will generate the same name as the TypeScript as the JavaScript has been created. And to run the JavaScript in the console, I have to write node and followed by the JavaScript. Now let's see how the TypeScript looking like. So I have written simple function log console.log and message, and in the JavaScript it will create the same thing, and it will give you the output as hello. Okay, you have to invoke the function log. Say I have given log passing the string. Now I will get the value accordingly, and if you invoke that do something, and you have written let I0, and it will first write the whatever the message, and last value of the I it will print. So in the JavaScript it will not be issue, but TypeScript in the compile time it will give you the error. What error it will provide? Say you see that example in the for loop, it will three times uh, it will loop, and finally it will show the output I as the 3, last value of the 3. Now it's a strong typing for the TypeScript. It's a variable declaration. This is a difference. In JavaScript we can just write var and we don't have to bother about whether it is a string, integer, boolean, anything, array, constant. Here we can specify anything. Suppose if I write let a, that means colon any. Okay, so you can write anything, a string, you can write integer, you can write boolean, but if you specify a number, say 1, and then TypeScript will give you compilation error. If you write string and boolean other than number, then you will get compilation error. So you can catch any compilation error, and uh, it's a possible error that can be possible during runtime. So in the TypeScript you can catch it in the compile time. And for declaring number, what you have to do, say let p1 colon number colon boolean colon string. So this way you can mention it in the, for example in Java, to integer int p1 boolean p2. Here you have to just with the colon and specify the data type. So you can specify the data type, and the number with just number with array you can 1 2 3. With the any array you can write it's a combination of string, uh, any integer, boolean, but I hate this any array. You better to write it's a number array. And in Java we have the final and final int, say final int color rate in Java, but here we have the const keyword. So you can write const keyword, and you can do the enum say enum of the color red, blue, green, purple. In future you can add more, and the position can be different. Better to use color colon green. Here I have used Visual Studio, and it will allow you, it's just a two line of code, and if you just write hello background and the background color, it's a color green, it is a 2. Okay, so it's just a two line of code. But if you see JavaScript, is when generated JavaScript, you have to write this type of complex code. So complexity of code in TypeScript has been gradually decreased. Okay, so that's the advantage feature of TypeScript. Keep writing code in TypeScript. Enjoy TypeScript. Thank you.